Almost a year now. Almost a year now. I have let the butterfly be on the floor of my childhood bedroom. The MDF has bubbled in the heat, where the sun, prosecuting its duties, bores into it each afternoon and leaches what's left of amber and ochre from the painted lady's dorsal side. It's been dead 10 times longer than it was alive. Insectivorous things, shiny beetles, ants by the colony, might have, I should think, borne it away piece by piece, as I have done my father's clothes in bin bags to the tilt chute of the textile bank. But they have either moved on too, perished with the autumn or the winter, or they're inclined to treat the body as I do, with morbid curiosity, as if it were a kind of demigod, one of the cherubim. I shush the hoover at the threshold of that room, where lint recompacts into something material, and study for a moment each new degradation. How the olivescent abdomen has withered, how the wingtips have furred with a steel blue dust, not unlike the swarf that accrues on the edge of a knife when it's ground against the whetstone. What molts off to give the blade its burr. All the keener for being less. Sunday mornings, invariably, I find myself sharpening knives next to the sink, just before noon, when the sun arrives at such an angle of incidence the good light falls between our neighbours' houses. And I must confess this. Once, years ago, not long after we were married, we were chased room to room for a week by the same butterfly, lost on its vast migration. It jittered, weaved, crashed into clocks and ficuses, struck each of us in the face. It would not leave. We switched off every lamp, opened the kitchen window, took a torch outside and lured it into the darkness. I was a second moon that night, or a near star, or whatever tricked the thing's magnetic compass and drew it out into the cold. How long had we let it stay? Might it have lain in our house weirdly preserved? Longer than you think. Almost forever in the formaldehyde of metaphor, but that is by the by. It's the real thing I'm thinking of, which lies in the room I dreamed in, among Orphic teenage artifacts, a single bed, a lava lamp, CDs in their wooden rack. The house is so quiet now there's no one living there. Every few weeks I come to make a little noise, observe the body, such a heavy word for so slight a thing, lying in state. No longer can its wings inaugurate hurricanes along Hurricane Alley, if you believe in that kind of thing. And if you do, perhaps the inverse is also true. The little that happens here is littler still somewhere far away.